Yo, yo, yo. All right. There we go. Let's hear what we did yesterday. We need to listen back to it, anyways. I'm getting lots of crackling right now. Give me 1 second. Let me close this project out. There we go. I don't know what is making it do that, but it is very frustrating. All right, let me unplug this. That should make us good to go. Check, check, check. Okay, everything should be good now. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Writing a song live with the chat on the spot with chat's help. Oh, yeah. And right now we are working on something that we have been working on for the past 3 days. Usually songs that we write don't go over this long. We're actually finished with this song right now. So give it a listen. Let me know what you think. There's going to be some things missing, but bear with me here. Also, I don't know why this is in there. That needs to go. And we're looking like we're good to go. Unless that's what this is. Let me check. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me close out of this. Check, check, check. Okay. Do you want to know what the problem was? I had my laptop unplugged. Absolutely ridiculous, dude. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out what we got here, man. I think that this is on a solo track by itself. So this actually needs to go up here. And let's check it out, man. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, that is what we have for this song. I do think really the only things that need done are the lead guitars there, and obviously like a full sweep through of like a mix and a master of the song, because it's not mixed or mastered yet. Slightly mixed as we went, but you know, it is what it is. And let me see here. We got to get this part here. So we just need the leads over this. And, you know, I don't really think that there needs to be much right here. my favorite part of the song, 100%. Super fun ending there, for sure. It's just like, it's one of those things where I feel like less is more, and since we're giving off so much for this next part with this reverb, I mean, seriously, listen to this again. That goes on for like 15-20 seconds. It's a lot. but it's good. It's not a lot in a bad way. So I think the best way to solve this is by taking this section here end on that root note, which is going to be, let that ring out right before the transition. We'll give them a little, just a little something before we ring out for like 20 seconds. So let's go ahead and do that. So the way I'm going to do that is, I mean, pretty obvious probably for you guys, for most people. I might even have the last note hit right here. Let's hear it. Yeah, I have it. So we already have that. So let's record something to go on this last part here. I have an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and record. Good. I genuinely think that that's fine right there. I think that that's good. Okay, let's hear it. All right. What I'm looking at here is the timing of it. So I think really all we got to do here is just play some guitar that matches with this section. Okay, so maybe some octaves over that part. Could also beef it up a bit. Give them their own guitar part. We throw octaves there. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. That's going to be cool as hell. Yeah, everything on this track can go. We do not need anything on that track. That was a demo track. This was also a demo track. We can get rid of that. This is our reverse cymbal. So let's go ahead and give that a name. There we go. And don't really think there's much more we have to do right here. So let's go ahead and just add those two tracks. And all those tracks are going to do is take this heavy section here of those rhythm guitars. I'm going to add an octave lower, mix it, and it's going to give a heavier effect. It's going to sound like the guitars are lower tuned. It's kind of like tricks the ear a little bit, makes you think like, what the hell's going on there? They're gonna sound heavier basically. So here, let's go ahead and do that. So I got these two tracks. Let's match in volume. I do believe it says the volume's at 0. That's not true. I'm pretty sure I have them at -6 dB plus. I'm using a volume envelope on some of the stuff in here to adjust for things that are needed over top of lead guitars. It's a little trick that you should always do. If you just have your rhythms, keep those the same. Turn your rhythms down if you have a lead by like 1 dB. Leaves a little space, keeps the volume, and it feels a lot more natural than just waiting for a compressor to sort of clamp down on stuff. Kind of helps you have more wiggle room for the song. At least in my experience anyways. So let's go ahead, -6 dB here for the starter there, and we'll figure out exactly what we need. But for now, we are going to keep them there. We need to hard pan a left and right. So let's go ahead and do a left 100%, a right 100%, none of that 75% bullshit. And no, we're not quad tracking. We are literally just putting guitar left, and then we'll just put octave. So it'll be guitar left octave because, like I said, we're going to be doing that octave key down and then mixing it with the knob that is on the plugin. So octave as well. Let's do a quick little color match here. Where the fuck is that color? I always mess this color up. I can never actually find this color. I think it's this one, but I genuinely don't know. Did I nail it? Yes, I freaking nailed it. This is one of those things where I really wish that I could just like route a bus track, but if I do that, then they're all going to be connected, and there's no point because it's using a different portion of the plugin. It's not using the same exact thing. So yeah, that freaking sucks. Okay. we can just get rid of the envelope here. See what I'm saying? I don't know why Reaper does that. Like, why are you dragging the envelope down with it? I'm putting it on another track for a reason. Does anybody know how to get rid of that? Like, how do I do that? No, I don't want to disarm, but I do want to remove the envelope from that one. Yes, I want to remove the envelope from this one. These two can stay, but I'm going to hide it. Hide all track envelope. Hide all track envelopes. Boom. And we're good. Okay, so sounds great. Let's go in here and shit, that's right. I forgot I'm gonna actually have to use the other plugin. Damn it. Did not want to have all these damn plugins on this on just this song, man. It's a lot of stuff for this one fucking song, man. But it is what it is. It's how you get the best sounds. Gojira X. We're gonna throw it up above here. And what I'm going to do now is mute everything except for what we're going to use. We're going to put the output in neutral, the input in neutral. We're going to turn the gate down just enough. We're going to have that gate up just enough to get rid of any fuzziness. And we're keeping only this plugin on. And what it's going to do is give us that octave down. Okay, it's acting as our octave pedal, and let's double check that. Let's hear it. Should be on the left guitar here. I think I'm on the left one. Yes, guitar, left, octave. That should give us just enough to add the effect that we're looking for, which, as I said, the effect we're looking for is subtle. We're not looking to change the way that the damn song is, you know? We're literally just looking to give a subtle change and go, what happened there? It sounds heavier, but the tuning is the same. That's the effect we're going for. So let's hear that. So, like I said, it's Subtle. It sounds a little. It kind of does sound a little congested right now, but that's what going in and doing the like finalized mix stuff is for. So I'm not necessarily worried about that right now. Um, it's doing the effect I need. I mean, obviously, I could go in here with the Pro Q and figure all that out. Why does it keep bringing me to the damn China? I don't even think that's the beat I'm looking for. Why is it not bringing me what I'm looking for here? That's so stupid. That sounds kind of cool though, coming in. Could add in some, that would sound super cool. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I still gotta fix that. That one is still just barely the way it's supposed to be. Horizontal, boom. That one should be good now. It is perfect. Actually, that is actually perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, cool. Love when something works out. Love that. Love that. This is like the first live stream I've ever done where nobody has commented. Like nobody. That's crazy. How long have I been streaming right now? No one has commented. I mean, granted, I am streaming a lot earlier than I usually do, but Jesus, there is nobody that has commented? That is wild. This is the first time. Good thing though, I got all my PC parts, you guys. Got everything ready to go. Except, well, there's a couple things. I need the case for it. I have the monitor. I have the I'm waiting for the monitor. I'm waiting for the case. I am waiting for the keyboard, and I am waiting for, there's one more thing, the motherboard. After that, I got everything else tucked back in that corner. I'm going to do a live stream of me doing the build. So that's going to be really freaking fun. Join up on that for sure. I'll be doing the PC build live. So definitely subscribe and tune in for that. I kind of want to do like those something like that, I should say. How's everybody doing, man? All right, right now we're at the last part of the chorus to this song. Show you guys where we are. So I want to make that a little bit more tasteful than just having it be straight. You know what I'm saying? So, Millie, what's up? You know, you're the first person to comment today, and it's been 35 minutes. It's because I'm streaming earlier than I usually do. That's the only reason. It's all good. I got I ordered the rest of my PC stuff, Millie. I love metal. Who doesn't? How could you not, man? So we're going into this final chorus. I like with my choruses at the end of a song. I'll pretty much do this with any song. You got to do a drum tempo change to like build it up and make it sick. Even if it's just the last part of the fill, you got to switch it up. So the switch up is going from like this. What subgenres do you usually listen to? That's a lot, but I like a lot of Midwest emo. I like a lot of crossover thrash stuff. I like a lot of kind of like the stuff I'm making right now. Some heavy shoegaze type stuff. Um, Love me some like alternative. Like I love a lot of the newer Australian alternative bands. Dune Rats, Skeggs. Actually, I don't think Skeggs is from Australia. They might be. We were actually talking about Emil and the Sniffers the other day. They're great, perfect example of that. Um, just all types of fucking um, all the good shit, man. None of the bullshit. Ooh, that sounds cool. Should I go with this? That sounds great, man. We're putting in some different drum fills here just to get the sound we're looking for this end, because it was just on a china on quarter notes and or yeah, on quarter notes there, and that's just not enough for me. I need a little something else, and this is speaking like from a drumming standpoint because I also play drums. So if like a band hired me to just play, I'd be like, no, dude, I can't. That's lame. It belongs. Don't get me wrong. You can do it like this for a little bit, and sometimes keeping things simple is like the key to building up a transition. But this is the end of the song. We need to go fucking. We need to go hard here. Sludge metal, crust punk. Hell yeah, dude. I love all that shit, man. That's actually more along the lines of like what I started with was, as far as like getting into alternative stuff, what really did it for me, like what really turned the key and like opened that door was like a lot of street punk, like the casualties, Unknown Soldier. There was something about that song at the time. Like I had a guitar, but I didn't know how to play it. And I'm 12 years old, and my brother had the CD, and I heard the song, and I was like, dude, I love that simple little guitar riff. There is so good, so catchy, and that sort of like that right there, that song is then what like sparked it. I was like 12, maybe 13, and then from 12 or 13, when was that? I was 2007, 2006 or something. That's when I really started to get into like all of the different punk stuff. And it was all punk all the time, always for years. And then I started branching out, and especially now, I'm definitely branching out like with a lot more. I'm definitely not very gatekeepy. Like I'm willing to check out just about whatever, but when it comes down to what I really like, it's gotta be the more counterculture alternative um type of stuff. It's just what I like, man. I love all of the extreme metal, um the punk side of stuff especially. There's a lot of bands killing it right now. A lot of bands. Also DRI, yeah. So, Saw them live. Dude, actually have a great story about that. I've told it here on my channel before, but my story with DRI is me and my brother, um, we were hitchhiking to a town that is about 30 minutes away from, actually, no, because we were in a different town. So it was more like 35 minutes, 40 minutes, because I'm here, the other town I was in was here, the town we were going to is up here. And they were like 30 minutes from each other, like in a triangle. And we're hitchhiking to the show. We're getting ready to be late, and a state trooper pulls up and he goes, you know, you guys can't be hitchhiking on the highway. You guys need to basically kick rocks. And we're like, all right. So we walk away and we're like, can we jump this fence? He's like, yeah, go ahead. We try to jump the fence, but it's on one of those steep hills on the side of the highway, and the building has a huge fence with a barbed wire. And we're like, dude, we can't get over that. He's like, where are you guys going anyways? I'm like, we're going over to the Cafe 6, and I'm not going to say the rest. So he ends up giving us a ride to the DRI show. Meanwhile, we have 2 joints in our pockets, um, and we ended up smoking with the bass player of DRI. It was a great show. It was actually DRI and Coke Bust who was playing, which is so weird because Coke Bust is, like straight edge hardcore band, and DRI is, like the goofy kind of, uh, thrashy crossover punk stuff, which a lot of people drink to, smoke weed to. So it's just kind of funny that they were playing with Coke Bust, which is just a completely straight edge hardcore band. But yeah, so basically the cop picked me and my brother up and took us to go see DRI, which is fucking just fantastic, with weed on us. Like, that was the part that got me, because as soon as he pulled us over, we're like, oh, we can't be here. Okay, we'll just jump the fence, basically. He's like, you guys can't be here. Like, okay, we'll jump the fence. We tried to get the fuck away from this guy. And then he's like, okay, well, since you guys can't get over the fence, I'm giving you a ride. Where are you going? Like, and we had like no choice. The Gruta Boots Chop. I'll have to check that out. Dutch hardcore. That's kind of crazy to think of. Dutch hardcore. Why were they? Well, where are you from, first off? I feel like this should be a snare, and then it will sound better. I was wrong. Maybe it is supposed to be there. Dude, that's so awesome, bro. You got to smoke with a cop. What a champ. It's kind of weird though. Like, I mean, wouldn't he? I mean, I guess it depends, like, where you're from, but I feel like, a police officer in any country, any, like, you know, t- type of, especially like UK, Canada, America, like, I feel like the cops would you have to have a piss test. At least they're random, I think they are. My neighbor, he works at the prison um, in where I live, and I don't live in the prison, um, but yeah, he works in the prison, and they have to do random piss tests, and usually he's like, yeah, even if I wanted to smoke weed, I could, because they let you know 24 hours beforehand. So if I really wanted to, I could just get one of those things that clean your pee. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's kind of crazy because if you go to a smoke shop, you can buy the fake pee from the smoke shop, and the smoke shops also sell the hot hands. So you literally just walk in with the pee in the hot hands in your pants and just fucking pee in the cup. It's crazy. Here, I'm gonna look up that band for you real quick, and then we're gonna get back to the song. Um, but I'm gonna go into here so that way I have it saved. I always check out whatever bands people suggest. So, hey, if you're in the chat right now and you would like me to check out some super dope music, maybe get some inspiration from something you would want me to hear, um, and then play on the channel, make a song similar to that, you just let me know. And we can make that happen. Let me go use the bathroom. I will be right back, and we're going to get this song going. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and start the song off, let you guys hear what we actually have for the song. This is my favorite part. Yeah, man. Sounds freaking sick. I love it. It's definitely different than what we usually do on the channel. Usually we do a shit ton of thrash, pop punk, shit like that. So this is a pleasant, surprise. Serena, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Only sale, distribution, production. Isn't that crazy? Drugs, but not guns. I feel, it's one of those things I kind of feel like like having the piss test, I feel like there's people that could take advantage of it. So that's why there is, and of course it's always like a legal loophole while why some things are in place the way that they are. So I feel like that's really the only reason why it is the way that it is, and why, like I said, my neighbor, he gets warned before the piss test, sometimes up to a couple days, and it's like, well, what's the point of that? It's just not gonna drink the night before, like the hell, or whatever. A guy that used to work with where I work, he was going to go be a police officer, and he got asked by the woman. I forget, I think it was like a psychology part of it or whatever. They have to ask you a bunch of questions before you can become a police officer. You have to pass like psychological thing, and you get asked the same question multiple times, blah blah blah. It's like a certain test. Only I think it's like uh what is it, 90 something percent of people don't pass it on their first try. Well, his dumbass, she asked him, she goes, so how many beers would you say you drink weekly? He's like, it'd probably be easier to tell you daily. And then he said like around a 6 pack, which was a lie. At the time he was drinking way fucking more than that. And I'm like, why would you say anything at all? Just say, oh, just on events, maybe one a year. Like, it's fucking lie. What are you doing? Why would you tell them? I guess he like got nervous or something and just like spilled the beans, but it's like, what the fuck? Yes, that is true. That is true, Michael, but you also have to consider that if they really wanted to test you, like, there are extreme methods that they can test for drugs in your body. Um, like, there's more expensive tests where they can send it off to labs, like actual labs with hair follicles. They can do it with parts of bones. Like, they can tell when, like, on a dead person. They can tell from the spine, skin tissue, I believe, as well, like residue, and like just all types. Like, there's so many different ways. It's actually crazy. But you can drink as much as you like, basically. Yeah, it's insane. Well, that's why I like that weed is pretty much legal everywhere in the US. I don't really smoke that much, but within a 1 mile radius of my house, I know four or 3 people that grow their own weed. Really good fucking hydroponic, crazy good shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's illegal. It's I think they changed it. It used to be 6 plants per person in the household of age, but now I think it's 3. Uh, because a lot of people were taking advantage of it. And they're like, yeah, it's my plant. And then they would, have some super crazy growth stuff happening with it and get like 2 pounds off of one fucking plant really fast. So, mm. I think one drug that should not be illegal, if there was one that I would say like the dumbest one is mushrooms. It, anything that can help you physically or mentally, of course, everything can be abused. Alcohol, nicotine. My God, you can die from anything. I could ball up this slap and go sticker that my buddy made and try and swallow it and choke on. Like I could literally die from fucking anything. I could cut myself as deep in the arm with this as I wanted and fucking die. Like you can die from anything. So I just feel like with certain things like mushrooms, especially in the US right now, dude, you can pretty much go into any smoke shop and they'll have different bags of magic mushrooms, and it's the Amanita I forget, I can never fucking pronounce it. It's the Amanita mushroom. And it's legal. They also have the, what's it called, lion's mane or something like that mushroom. You take it and they have it in gummy form too. Like the smoke shop right up the street from my house, they're going through a legal loophole right now where they're actually selling weed, but it's just missing the one compound in it that, you know, makes it illegal. But technically they're not supposed to be doing it, but they're not breaking the law, so they're like in this legal loophole right now. But at the same time, a mile away from that and then 2 miles away from them the other way is two different dispensaries. So it's just like, what the fuck? It makes no sense. It's all legal bullshit. It's all about money. That's all it is, man. Okay, so we need to add that. It needs to be in there twice, and then a like that with the snare. And it's gonna, I'm telling you, it's gonna hit fucking hard. Fucking hard. Oh my God, I'm fucking stupid. Where's the other splash? There it is. That's the trash china. I don't like that one. For now, let's just keep it the way that we had it, and then we'll adjust it as we need. So here's what it sounds like now coming into double timing the chorus. Yep, and then we just need the snares, right? Here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take the velocity on those, go all the way 127. Then we're going to humanize. Humanize is at 6 and 16. I'm going to go velocity at 15. and timing, keep it at 6. Let's do new random seed. What's that do? I know what it does, but let's see where it goes. I mean, okay, now here's where we're going to get interesting, okay? What we're going to do is take from here, take what we have, and split this. And then I'm going to go down to, or to the end of the chorus here. Okay? We're going to split that. Now we're going to duplicate the first half of that. And then we're going to split again. We're going to just take the last quarter. Let's check for any overlapping. We do have one part here that is overlapping. So we're going to take that and bring it down here. Perfect. And now we're going to split, bring up, no need to copy. And now we have that fill from the last one. So let's hear what we have. I don't like how the first half is doing that. I didn't want it that way. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, it's just beautiful. This song is officially done. You saw it here. We did it. You know what I'm saying? So, sounds good, looks good. WR will get back eat ate. I don't know what that means, but my brother stay metal. Also, so I saved this session. Check this out. I started coming up with this super metal. When the drums kick into the second part, it kind of reminds me of old Slipknot, but check this out. You guys are probably going to like this. Yes, that song's name is Lavender. Inspired from Pam's color choices. show you guys what we got here. What we got here. Hey, brother. I'm going to show you what we got going on here. You fucking twat. Alright, here we go. Alright, guitar's in tune. And here's the thing we came up with yesterday. Okay, let's go. Here's what we got. Do y'all like the band? Him, it is my favorite. I know that it was like Bam Margera's back in the day, like it was like his whole thing. Like I remember, back in those days with the heartogram and all that shit. But no, I have not listened to a hymn song in forever. Easter is around the corner. I do believe that Maya actually is going to the store either today or tomorrow. I can't remember what she said, but she's got to get stuff for Owen's Easter basket and whatnot. Yeah, I don't even know. Is like him still a band? They stopped playing for a while because their drummer had bad hands from too much playing, needed surgery or something like that. I know that the same thing happened with Korn. It wasn't his hands though. What it was is I think it was actually either his shoulder or like this part in the arms here. I think he like overstrained himself from the way that he played, and it actually fucked his arms up from just playing the drums and improperly or too hard for too long or whatever it was. I mean, that freaking sucks, man. Like the other day, whenever I cut my fingers, which by the way, for anyone who cares, they are almost healed up from fucking already. I can't believe it. Just cleaning them and Neosporin, all that good stuff. But yeah. Yeah, but especially when your career and your whole hobby and the thing you love is based off of the thing that you now can't do, that sucks. That sucks hard. That sucks a bag of eggs, dude. I'm gonna go to standard on this one. Not standard, but Trying to get this. It's like constantly freaking little too much. Constantly. I don't know how the hell to fix it. Without the overdrive? Type all day on my job and my hand hurts. I can't imagine the pain you get from drumming. Yeah, well, carpal tunnel is extremely painful as well. Like, I get it sometimes from my job, but in a different way. I get it from going like this all day on the floor. I do epoxy flooring, and we do cove base on walls. We run a trowel on wall. You tape the top the same height as the trowel. You pull the sand or whatever we are supposed to be putting in the mix, and it's a thick, sand-based type thing. It's supposed to smooth it out, have a cove base. And bending over on one hand all day while pushing with this hand, it is very, very painful, and I feel you because I have constant pain in this wrist right here from doing that, and it never goes away. It does from time to time, but any time that I go like this for just even a short amount of time, it instantly comes back, and it sucks because it's like, man, my job gave me permanent freaking, damage to my nerves or something. Fucking hate it. Dave Silva. I think that's his name. Yeah, from Korn. Food service industry. What do you do? What is the food service industry is extremely vague, it's like there's so much different types of food industry. I mean, you could be cleaning, packaging eggs all the way to working at McDonald's. So there's so much different food industry stuff, there's so much, like so many different things to do. It's kind of like when somebody says I work construction. It's like, yeah, okay, like, you get the basis of it, but it doesn't tell you like what they do. Do you do roofing? Do you do framing? Are you a carpenter? Are you a plumber? Are you an electrician? Are you a concrete guy? Are you a mason? Like what do you do? Are you an architect? Are you one of the guys that get dirty or one of the guys that don't get dirty? Because I'll lose about this much respect depending on which one you are. Dude, that is one thing I hate, is whenever those guys on the job sites will bitch about, like, either being at work or just anything along those lines. I'm like, don't say things are expensive right now. It's like, okay, yeah, they are, but you shouldn't have to worry about it. You make $100,000 a year. Just, you get to sit in your office, read some blueprints, point here, point there. It's stressful. It's a constant all-day job, but you're not fucking out there being super, super labor intensive. I'm going to tell you right now, if half the people I can't even explain to you. I think there's been like 3 or 4 different times where the place I work has needed people to we needed help, but I'm also like, I know some people who have tried to work with us, and I'm like, we're not hiring right now because I know for a fact that they would not be able to deal with it for more than a couple days. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm telling you right now, if I was at a diner and my server's name was Pam, I would feel at home. I would need some warm apple pie with a big old hunk of fucking vanilla ice cream on top, served by somebody named Pam. Oh yeah, we're in dream mode now. We're the dopamine receptors are full. Hell yeah. Wait, Pam, I've never even noticed what is your photo of? Is that a cat? Hell yeah, it's a cat. That's cool. Fucking love cats. Love most animals, man. I say most because some animals are dicks. My late cat Travis. That's my brother's name. I do like the name Travis. It's such a like you just don't really hear the name much. You know what I mean? Like you really don't. It's the old cowboy name. Got about 5 minutes. I'ma hop off here, you guys. Oh yeah, Pam, I don't know if you were here. I did say it once, because I was super excited, but I ordered the rest of my computer parts yesterday. I went ahead and just pulled the trigger, got everything set up. I got most of it yesterday. Um, it's sitting in the corner over there. I'm just waiting on the case for it, the motherboard, the keyboard, and the monitor. Those four things. That's all that I need. I'm so damn excited. I'm allergic. And then until I have one, I had to give her away. She was beautiful. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. My buddy, who you guys will see on the channel from time to time, Hayden, he is also allergic to cats. So before he comes here, I always open the windows and then vacuum, just so because he's coming here to do vocals, and the last thing that I want is for him to not be able to do vocals because my fucking cats. You know what I mean? I mean, he never really cares, but it's just a courtesy that I do. All right, we got any questions? I might get back on to stream tonight. Start working on a metal song, maybe pop punk. I think I might be on a metal break. Uh, I'm not sure though. We're just gonna have to see. I mean, we do have this song that this riff that I was doing, so it sounds pretty cool, and I could definitely do something with it. Oh shit, that's right. I tuned it different. Yeah, so there's definitely something that we could do with that. It's just, are we going to? Are we not? So we'll see. We'll see. Because like I said, summertime's coming, and usually when the summertime hits, I'm always like, I get in the mood for more music. But not only that, it's like that time of year where I'm like, give me that fucking alternative, or emo or the pop punk or just the mix of it all, the garage punk type stuff. Give me all the Australian good shit. After Randy Travis, hell yeah, my girl would love that. She's really in the country. Nice. Upgrading, huh? Moving on up. Yeah, what's weird though, AC, is with the computer parts that I bought, technically, so I have a 3060 and my old 3060 that I'm going to put into it because it's not what I'm going to be gaming on, but my computer downstairs has a 3080. The CPU in the computer downstairs is a 5600, and the CPU that I have is from their new platform, and it's the 6700X. So it's like in the graphics department, technically going down, but as far as the RAM, I'm doubling in what I had. I had 3200 mega transfers. Now I'm at 6000. 32 gigabytes. I was gonna do 64 gigabytes, but it would be like $200 just to have the 64 gigabytes. And as much as I think it truly would help with those big editing projects, we're just going to see how this does, because I haven't had an extreme problem with it, but it does glitch to the point where sometimes I have to turn down the in editing. Like I have to go down to like 540p just to like edit. Like if I have a layer of like 6 different things on top of each other, like one layer is the lettering or text, another text, and then like a photo of something, another photo of something, the actual video itself, and then that's muted and it's me playing guitar, but the guitar was recorded, so I have that underneath. I have all those things layered underneath of each other. When it hits that, it usually like chops up, and I'm like, shit, so I have to turn it down. I'm thinking that this will definitely help, and especially with the CPU. The CPU will fucking absolutely destroy everything that I need in a good way. So, yeah, very, very excited to have this thing built, man. It's been a long time coming, honestly. Well, I guess at the end of the day, I could have just sold the computer that I have, take the graphics card out, put the 3060 in that one, and then just sell it. But I want that computer because that's going to be like downstairs. The family can still use it, and I can still game on it. This one will be for storage, streaming, editing, all that shit. So, yeah, very excited. All right, if no one has any more questions, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here for now. I got about 2.5 hours till I have to leave here, so I need to get some stuff cleaned up, and I need to work on a video. So, with that said, man, love you guys. Check you later. Peace.